This is the NFL on EA Sports, and football has returned to America's finest city, San Diego, California. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Chargers of San Diego. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys looking to finish off their probable run from wild card team to conference champions. Across from him, Charger head coach Jim Harbaugh. His guys earned the right to host this game, and now just one win away from solidifying their spot as the best team in the conference. To the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. So the big play there, all negated by an illegal block in the back.
He knew it right away as he was doing it. You can see it in his body language. I think what hurts most is he really didn't need to do it, but just couldn't help himself.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. 2 yards to go, second down. Off the play fake, here's Nix. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down. An 8-yard pickup.
Throwing Nix. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 7. To throw, here's Nix. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
A gain of 4. Brings up third.
Now it's Nix. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Broncos send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first round in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done, and that's entirely true.
And right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
Denver's offense now set to go. They've got the ball in a great spot here, already in red zone following that fumble recovery. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Herbert off of play action. Now he's going to step up and run. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On the ground, it's Allie Gordon.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
At the 42-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this one finds McConkey. Down the right sideline. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Lad McConkey, 58 yards. And the Chargers are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game.
On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot into big playability. They can strike from anywhere.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Broncos nothing.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Nix to the air.
And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taken at the 37. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it. And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Open man right side, that's McConkey. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
For a San Diego first down.
From the pistol, they run with Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And some room to work.
He's to the 15.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Gordon,
39 yards.
And the Chargers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its They got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And it's now 14-0.
14. Broncos nothing.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Gomez. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up
on the sneak, it's Nix. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
That's good for Broncos. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Gomez.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
Taken down at the 43-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Gomez. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 42. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
A gain of 16 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
5 yards.
Here's Nix.
It's complete on a bubble screen. That's Williams.
And he will have a Broncos 1st down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Broncos 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Like trouble from the very beginning, and it wound up being even bigger trouble than they anticipated.
Yeah, and instead of cutting his losses on the play, I think what happens here is receivers get so excited about this play call with the chance to run with it, and they try to really make it work no matter what. He just needed to cover up on that one, but he didn't, and they lost possession.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll run it up the middle now. Gordon. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
All right, so they'll march backwards on the illegal block in the back.
And that's always a really tough call for the official, and I tend to give the benefit of the doubt. Remember, a block from the side is legal, but that time they made the determination that that one did come in the back.
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this 1st quarter.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. set for the second quarter. San Diego in possession of the football as they've got it facing a second and long situation. Herbert now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line. Brought down there. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Here's Herbert. He'll try and do this himself. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 31, here's 2nd and a couple.
Set. Ready.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
San Diego first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. This is caught. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Power on power, but he's not going to get in.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Set.
Gordon. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Set.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. From 4 yards out. And the Chargers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no surprise.
Extra point try now from Dicker. And it is now 21-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So the Broncos coming out now. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points when you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
It's a gain of 35.
That's good for Broncos. 1st down. It's a gain of 35. 1st down, Broncos.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Chargers' 36-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
been doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
To throw is Nix. And he is caught.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 21. A third down conversion with a strong gain of 14. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 15.
Now here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Nix from the shotgun. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'll go play action with Nix. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? The football, it's loose. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And the Chargers coming out of the field now.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
380, run! Set.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for the Bolts. 42 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's a give up the middle. It's Gordon.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
San Diego.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are 1 game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
Now Gordon on first down. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and inches.
Now a first carry here for their running back. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Kappa.
On the counter, here's Gordon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. If you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Herbert going to keep it on his sneak.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Justin Herbert in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Chargers take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it. That can totally change the complexion of half.
Your morale changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And it is 28-0.
Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. He's airing it out for Williams.
And that's going to be incomplete. So these two teams off to their locker rooms for intermission, and that means we go to Orlando. Here's Scott Hansen with our halftime report. Scott?
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scotty, thank you as always. Well, likely 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter.
And I think here with the CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that this is their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Baylor Tiger.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Able to
find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That's a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
72 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Another toe for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there and a first down.
The Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Go.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Set. Set.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time to make sure you get in shape.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Partner still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Now to tack on the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 9-play drive. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Throwing to start the drive. Nix. This is caught by Williams. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
intended for DK Metcalf. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd.
From the gun on third down. It's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Broncos first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
16 yards.
Now a handoff up the middle. Gomez. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Throwing Nix. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They'll run on first down. It's Gomez. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are able to at least get one score back. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Broncos 7.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. Still well in control. This ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at about the 32. He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play was going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. But to be blunt, not on right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now it's Nix. And it's caught. Touchdown, Broncos. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they are really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
They're able to return this one all the way out to the others. Across the 50.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made, is the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Okay.
Herbert. Over the middle and caught by McConkey.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. This is Gordon.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
Offense.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Gordon. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
Right back to him on 1st down.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 101 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this AFC title game.
And that's the kind of run you get when you know Super Bowl berth is in sight. They've got the lead. It's the second half. All those weeks of wear and tear in your body just go away. He's running with purpose now, and that's a heck of a run.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Point try now from Dicker.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. 5 plays there on that drive. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And Denver getting set to take the field. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So the penalty there for a block in the back.
And that's one where you normally see a blocker put his hands up right away to say, no, I didn't do it. But this time, yes, you did.
To throw, here's Nix. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. Back to throw. Nix working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On play action, here's Nix. From the left side, it's complete. From the 32 now, indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Nix to the air. His throw incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They're going. It's Nix. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline.
It's a gain of 30. That's another Broncos.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Broncos get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right? Into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 43-yard line.
Baylor tight. Set. Delta. Hut. Go.
Herbert off of play action. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
Set. Ready.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. Set. Playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. A little juke. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 42.
Off the play fake, Nix. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 39.
19 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Here's Nix. It's complete to Williams. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 5.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, here's Nix. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards remain on second down, ball on the 10.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Nix looking to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Holding offense.
Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack. And this time he got caught.
The Chargers, they are heading to the Super Bowl. Thanks to you all for watching, and good night.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.